welcome back to my YouTube channel for another Fearless Friday here with me, your girl Morgan Tracy J. I'm so excited you guys are back here in this Fearless Friday. I'm gonna give my single ladies out there a challenge, boo. I'm coming for the single ladies today. But before I get into this, guys, today is really just a chill day at home with me and Monty. I'm doing a lot of work. It's a lot of chill for Monty, but I'm doing a lot of work online and stuff like that for my membership, for my ministry, for everything. And I'm back in the full swing of a thick schedule. But there's a goal I made this year that I didn't want to just stick to the normal schedule and never go on dates. In 2020, I decided to go on not even one date, okay? And the reason I made that decision because I was still healing. I was still going through the process of a breakup, and I just didn't want to even entertain that because I just knew personally I needed that time. But now it's 2021, boo, and your girl is back in the streets. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not in the streets. But your girl is back, and I want to give you some tips on how I personally have attracted godly men and how I can give you some real practical advice that I actually got from a godly man, okay? And so shout out to LaMarcus for this advice and these tips, and he has really helped me get myself back out there and to not be so scary and timid, and how I've truly just met men, how I've sparked up conversation, how they've sparked it up with me, and how I was in a place to even see and meet a man, okay? So I'm gonna be giving you the tips and the real deal in today's little Fearless Friday vlog. And I'm also gonna challenge you at the very end to take some of these tips and utilize them in your very own life for my single ladies out there. If you are married, this video is not for you, boo. Go ahead and click off, okay? I'm sorry. But if you are a single woman, this video is for you. So, all right, I'm going to make me a smoothie really quick because I am so hungry. Boo, I just finished making my smoothie, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had one of these matcha smoothies in probably a few weeks. Sorry about that light, but probably a few weeks, and it was so good and it's so yummy, and it makes me realize why I love matcha smoothies. Today I want to give you some real practical tips on how to attract a godly man. And so the first tip is, boo, you got to be in the mindset that you actually want to attract a godly man, okay? The reason I say that is because like a few years ago, even this past year, I was not in the mindset. So when a godly man would come, I would be like, I don't want it. Like, that's really how I would be. I wasn't in the mindset or the heart set to want a relationship at that time. So that was a big factor on why I quit meeting a lot, because I wasn't in the heart set or mindset. And so the first thing is you want to be in a heart set that you're open to meet someone. You're open and willing to allow new relationships and new love into your life. If you're not in that open place, then I will tell you that's the first key for you, to get open to that, okay? This also, too, I'm talking to women who are godly, women who have that walk with God, women who are not perfect, but who are striving for higher, and women who do desire to be married and do desire to have those relationships, okay? So that is who I am speaking to. Huh, Monty? Tell them. Thank you. Tell them. Okay. Now, the next tip I want to give you, boo, is to be willing to be okay with being fierce and fine. When I say be willing to be okay with being fierce and fine, fierce just means be okay with being confident about yourself. Be okay with having confidence, okay? And what that means is be okay with being true to yourself, being authentic to what is nice to you, what is sexy to you, what is cool to you, what is just great for you, okay? Sorry, Monty's all over me trying to get my smoothie. But be willing to be fierce and confident in yourself. Even if you've gained the 10 pounds, girl, even if you don't feel like you look the way you used to, no. Be confident in who you are, because that confidence will radiate, and a man will love to see a woman confident. A man will love to be like, wow, she can hold her own. Like, she doesn't need me to pour into her all the time and just advise her on how beautiful she is. I'm going to do it, but she already knows she got it, okay? Like, she is that girl. So the second thing is be willing to be okay with being fierce. Be willing with okay to be confident. Even if you don't feel very confident in the moment, girl, put the makeup on, do your hair a new way, and beginning to encourage yourself and know, no, I am a daughter of God. I am beautiful, and to the right man, every curve on this body, he is going to love, okay? So with that being said, I want to encourage you to be confident and be fierce in who you are, because that's going to radiate, and a man will love to see that. The next thing, boo, be willing to be fine. When I say fine, I mean be willing to dress the way you want to dress. Be willing to be what is cute and pretty and sexy to you, okay? And I want to tell you, as a woman, it's even when you're wearing the t-shirt with no makeup, your hair pulled up, that the right man will see you sexy. So you don't even have to try to be sexy. The right man is going to see sexiness in you even when you don't feel like you are sexy, okay? So I want to encourage you to be willing to be fine in your own way. Don't try to appeal to what the world says. Don't try to appeal to what social media says is sexy. Even these body shapes we all see on social media that says all men love that. No, that's a lie. Not all men love that. They don't. So I want to encourage you, to the right man, you are so sexy. And so don't overthink it. Don't feel like, oh, I've got to wear this and I've got to wear this and I've got to look like this. No, boo. You are sexy in your own skin. You're naturally sexy. You don't even have to try to be sexy. It's there, okay? So when I say be fierce and be fine, okay, boo, what I'm telling you is stand and step into that fineness, that fierceness. Be who you are, okay? And that was like tip 4 and 5. I think that was like tip 4. Okay, tip 5, I think, okay? I'm going to put it on the screen. This tip right here is for the woman who needs to get out. I know it's a pandemic, but this is how you're going to attract this man, okay? So you know who you are. You know you're open and ready for that. Now you've got the mindset like, hey, I'm open, I'm ready. Next, you're like, I'm fierce, I got this confidence. Next thing is you're fine. You feel good about yourself with or without a man. Next is where you get to meeting this man and attracting this man. Now, I'm going to first give you an in-person situation. I'm going to give you an online situation, because I want to help you. And this is the method. Thank you to Lee Marcus Lott for this. That has truly helped me personally, is drop your handkerchief. This right here is the method on how you attract this man, okay? Those other things are pivotal, but this one right here is how you get in the position to even get a talk to even get the DM, to even attract him. So this is the drop your handkerchief method, okay? So if you are in person, let's say you're at a coffee shop, how you drop your handkerchief is the first thing you do is, if you haven't seen the guy yet, let's say you haven't seen a guy there, pretty much what you do is you go to that same exact coffee shop every week on the same day. You do it for 2 or 3 weeks in a row. Let's say if it's a coffee shop, you go there on a Thursday, and you usually just run in, grab a coffee, and leave. Let's say you begin to strategically plan that you're not only going to grab a coffee, but you're going to sit down and pray your journal, or you're going to pull out your laptop, or you're going to plan a little bit, or you're going to go over some notes or listen to an audible book, whatever, right? You're going to kind of linger, okay? So this is an in-person situation, because what happens is if a man walks into that coffee shop, it finds you beautiful and attractive. See, he won't know if you're a godly woman. He'll look at you and see you as beautiful or attractive first, and he might have the courage that first day to come up and speak to you, but he might not. And so if he comes back again and he sees you there again, boo, what's going to happen is he's going to build that courage. Now, this is where dropping the handkerchief comes in place in person. So what this means is you kind of drop your handkerchief. What that means is you kind of let them know you're a little interested, and then you allow them to pick the handkerchief up if they choose to. So what that means is if you're in a coffee shop and you notice a man and you're like, wow, he's very handsome. I like his demeanor. I like his swag. I like his style. I like him. Jesus, what about this? That is somebody you could think about, like, drop that prayer up to Jesus. Jesus, what you think? But also too, this is where you get to try your handkerchief. Okay, it's nothing wrong with trying. What that means is maybe you say, ooh, excuse me, even when you don't really need to say it, even when there's plenty of room. But excuse me, maybe it's a little smile, okay? Maybe it's a little like a little bit of eye contact. Like you look at him, he looks at you, you look away, whatever. You let them know you are interested. That is dropping your handkerchief, but it's subtle. Once you do that, it's up to them to pick the handkerchief up. And if they don't pick it up, that's okay, boo. That's okay. There'll always be another. That's okay if they don't pick it up. Now, the next thing is if you're doing this online, like due to a pandemic, it's hard for you single ladies out here, okay? So if you're online and you're on Instagram or social media or something, and you see someone online and you feel like you have a great connection with, or they seem like a really great guy, and you're a little attracted to them, a great way to start dropping your handkerchief online is obviously showing up in their notifications. Like you like a few of their photos or their newest post, you like it or something. That's a very subtle one. However, you can begin to build on that dropping your handkerchief. So example, let's say if they post something and it's something funny, you can go ahead and comment an emoji or a laughing face or something like that. Let's say you look at their Insta story and they're asking questions on there, or they're talking about a specific subject. You can answer that in the DM, or, perfectly message them and just answer that question and leave it there. If they respond and they begin to build a conversation from there, that's great, but you don't have to go and run and do that thing. I encourage you personally not to just jump in the DMs and be like, hi, I'm Morgan. I don't encourage you to do that, because if you do it in the beginning, you'll always be doing it, okay? You'll always be running after the man. I ain't gonna lie, been there, done that. So don't do it, boo. But anyways, besides that, I will say these are ways you can drop your handkerchief and you can attract these men, and you can at least start getting conversation. And another thing is just because you attract one man doesn't mean you put all your eggs in one basket. If he hasn't been honest and open, if he hasn't said like, hey, I want to really pursue you, like I want us to be exclusive or something, boo, don't put all your eggs there. Begin to continue dropping your handkerchief until somebody does open that door, unless there is a person you truly feel that Lord has led you to. And that's what it is. But I will tell you, if you're a single woman and you don't know what's going on, and you're just like, God, I'm open to this, and when you bring him, please reveal it to me. But it's okay if you drop your handkerchief. It's okay if you do that, to let the person know you are interested in them. And I think sometimes that's a big thing with men. Sometimes they don't know if a woman is interested, and so they hold back. But if you let them know a tittle-tattle, drop your handkerchief, that you're interested, then that will help you on that journey. So I will say, during the pandemic, it has been very hard, probably for single women. I wasn't really focused on this until towards the end of the year. I was like, all right, 2021, we're going to get back into, letting the men contact us and talk to us and things like that. And I will say it has not been that easy. I've noticed, like, I'm kind of out of the loop. I'm kind of out of the game here. Like, I'm an old woman, I feel like, kind of like. It's weird when you get DMs from like a 23-year-old and you're like, boo, no. No, you can't help me with nothing. So it's weird when you get things like that. However, I will say, when you do meet a person and you have that mild connection and you sense something there and you're like, wow, okay, good conversation, they're funny, I'm laughing, wow, okay. When you do catch that, it makes you so much more excited to get to know someone. And so I will encourage you, these are just some tips that I have been using, and guys, they work. So I can't take credit for this. Shout out to LaMarcus Lott, my best friend from college, and also now a great friend of mine that I just recently met up with, and he dropped some really good jewels on me on getting back out there, because I told him I was insecure, I was scared, and all that stuff. And he gave me some really great jewels, and I wasn't gonna lie, since he's given me that advice, I have been asked on 2 dates. Hey, look at that. But I will say, I'm not just jumping on every date you get. I'm being real smart and strategic and prayerful and all that great stuff. So I just wanted to share that with you guys and help my single ladies. So my Fearless Friday challenge to you, boo, this week is to try out one of these tips. If it's getting in the mindset and being willing to be open, start journaling and prayer journaling about being open to a relationship. First off, next thing is, guys, the next tip, and also guys, this all comes with you already knowing what your standard is and what you expect in your relationships. Not over expectations, like he's got to be a ball player, he's got to look like this. No. But I mean personal morality, what God has pretty much given you about standards. If God has not already put standards upon your heart, then I would encourage you, that's the first thing you do, okay? That's before all this. That's what you be doing right now before you get prepared for this. But once you're there, get your heart and mindset together, like open to receive that. The next thing you got to do, guys, is make sure that you feel fierce. You build on that confidence. Buy yourself some perfume. Shower yourself with some gifts or something. Encourage yourself. Watch take better care of your hair. Once in a while, sit in the bathroom and do your nails or something like that. Take better care of yourself to build up that more confidence, so you can show that. Be fine, boo, and fierce. Okay, those are those tips that you got to have too. And even if you don't feel it, it's okay. Pray about that, because to the right man, you will be that. Trust me. And then also make sure you drop that handkerchief. So whatever part of this challenge you want to take it on, boo, because I would love to know your results, because honestly, my results have been pretty funny and exciting. Like, wow, okay, you dropped that handkerchief. Like, it's causing me to step out of my comfort zone, but it's really showing me that I can connect with men, and I can and I am a good candidate, and there are great candidates out here too. And so that has really, really helped me. Okay, but also too, a big tip is make sure you have some deal breakers. Okay, if you got a few deal breakers, don't bend on them, boo. Okay, there's a few deal breakers I have. I'm not going to share it with you guys, but there's a few deal breakers I have. Obviously, if he's not a Christian man, that's a deal breaker, but there's a few extra that some people may not fully agree with, but that are my deal breakers, and I just won't bend on it. So even if the man is great and stuff, I'm just like, that Jesus, no, that's my deal breaker. Sorry. So I just want to encourage you with that, but I love you, ladies. I hope you're going to try. Comment down below if you about to attract that godly man, girl. Okay, I love you. Bye. The next thing is be willing